So let me introduce myself. My name is Shelly Howells. I'm a seer, healer, and a dragon-hearted transformation warrior. What this means is that I help people bridge where they are now to where they dream of being. And I do this through soul-led healing. And so that's what my topic is going to be today. I'm going to talk about soul-led healing. And I'm really excited about this because I love what I do. I love seeing transformations and healing in other people's lives. It's just an amazing, amazing process. And I just love it. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to invite you to choose an intention for our time together. What exactly would you like to get out of your experience today? It might be that you want to be reconciled to your body. Maybe you want to shift your perspective. Maybe you want to feel greater love, grace, or tenderness towards yourself. Or maybe at the place where you are right now, maybe you just want to call a truce. Whatever it is, whatever that is, go ahead and choose an intention for our time together. Now for me, my intention for our class is that you will experience soul-led healing for yourself, that you will be able to experience it. So let's do that. Let's dive right in. You excited? This is going to be great. Okay. Now, whenever I say that, the first question I get is, what is soul-led healing? Or what does that mean to live a soul-led life? Well, it means that you experience a life that is guided by the soul. It means that you fulfill all of your soul's desires. So instead of making your decisions based on fear or other people's expectations, you base your decision on what is right for you based on what your soul tells you. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't that sound beautiful? Okay, so next question that often comes up, well, how do you know what your soul wants? And it's actually pretty simple. Your soul wants to experience life to the fullest. Your soul wants to have experiences. And so it wants to experience community, relationship, connection. It wants to explore the world and interact with nature and different peoples, different cultures. Your soul wants to have adventures. And the other thing that your soul wants is to grow. It wants to learn and to grow. And so that means, that doesn't mean that we live this like happy, happy, happy life where nothing bad ever happens. That's not necessary for our souls to be happy. When we have challenges, trials, and difficulties, that's usually when our soul grows the most. And it is able to grow and expand, and it does a lot of that through healing. And so that's why it's okay that it's not hunky-dory all the time. So let's take a look at what keeps us from experiencing a soul-led life, because it sounds fabulous. Why aren't we all doing it, right? There are some good reasons. And we all do this, myself included. We end up living should-led lives. Okay, now when I said that, I suspect that you felt the weight of all of the shoulds that you have in your life. All of those expectations and things that you feel like you should be doing. And it's because we give our power and authority away to other people. And we allow other people to tell us how we should live. These shoulds come from several different places. The first place that the shoulds come from are our very own wounding. When we're children, we all experience childhood wounding, and many of us experience childhood trauma. And because of that, we learn very strict rules for how to behave when we're around other people. And we learn what we need to do to survive and what we need to do in order to be loved. And so we end up with a really long list of shoulds just from our childhood wounding. Another place that we get our shoulds is from society. Society has a lot of opinions about who we should be, how we should act, and what we can wear, and what we should look like. It has a lot of opinions on that. Another place that we get our shoulds from is religion. I have a great deal of respect for religion, and I personally am a very religious person. And I love religion because at the heart of them, they are all just trying to make us be better people and to love other people better and to lift the light on the planet, right? That's the purpose of religion. That's what it's trying to do. However, what often happens is that religious traditions try to impose a lot of rules on us that really don't have anything to do with the religion at all. It's just interpretations of how other people ought to live and behave and look and that sort of thing. And so that's another place that we can get our shoulds from. And then the other area, the other place where we get our shoulds, bless their hearts, we get it from other people, okay? Now, we're all in this together. We're all doing our best. We all want to be loved, and we all want to be happy, right? However, what happens is that you might have other people in your life who want to be happy and who have the mistaken idea that you are responsible for their happiness. And so they might have a whole set of shoulds and rules that they place on you so that you can make them happy. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. It just doesn't. Nobody can make you happy, and you cannot make anybody else happy. We are each responsible for our own happiness. And it's wonderful when we're able to get together and have enjoyable moments, but nobody else is responsible for other people's happiness. Okay, so you can decide with me that you can let go of all of those shoulds. You can let them go and create space so that you can start having a soul-led instead of a should-led experience. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the soul's greatest ally is the body. So think about it. Your soul is enrobed in this miraculous machine, and through your body, your soul is able to experience the world. Without your body, the soul cannot interact with the world. It can't. And so I think what we're going to do now, we're going to do an exercise together, okay? And we're going to do a meditation on our body and the different ways that our soul interacts with the world. And as we do this, I'm going to invite you to feel gratitude for the body. Okay, so let's get started. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Let it out. Close your eyes. Wiggle your toes. And allow yourself to come into your body fully. A lot of times we are up in our brains, up in our minds, and we're not really in our bodies. But right now, for this exercise, Allow yourself to come into the body. Okay, now we're going to start at the top of the head and work our way down. And so the first thing that we're going to think about is our eyes. Feel gratitude for your eyes. Eyes are amazing. Eyes get to see the beauty in the world. Eyes get to see your lover's smile, your baby's smile, you get to see sunsets and other beautiful things in nature. Think about the amazing things that your eyes get to see. And then next, we're going to think about our ears and feel gratitude for our ears, because our ears are able to hear music and other beautiful sounds, bird songs. I love bird songs. They're able to hear babies giggling. Is there any better sound on the earth than babies giggling? And it also allows us to hear communication to help us understand other people. Thank you for my ears. Thank you for my ears. Next, we're going to move on to the mouth. Mouths are amazing. Mouths allow us to taste, and I love food. I love so many different flavors, savory and sweet and salty. We get to taste that. And also, mouths allow us to speak and communicate with other people. And also, mouths are really good for kissing. So thank you, mouth. Thank you, mouth, for doing these things for me. Next, we're going to think about our shoulders, okay, and how our shoulders carry burdens for us. They carry responsibilities. Thank you, shoulders, for doing that for us. Think about your arms. Arms are really good for hugging. Thank you, arms, for allowing me to hug and for helping me to carry things. And then think about your hands. Hands are such workhorses. They are so good for doing work, for serving other people. And then also, hands are really good for feeling things. You can reach out and take somebody else's hand, and you can communicate to them through your touch. You can give them comfort and encouragement and strength. And you can mourn with people. You can do that through your hands. Think about all of your internal organs, your heart that beats and your lungs that bring air into your body, your digestive system that nourishes you. All of these things going on in your body. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, digestive system. And then think about your legs, think about your feet and how they take us places. They take us exploring so that we can interact with our world. Thank you, legs. Thank you, feet. So take a moment now and just allow yourself to feel gratitude for this body of yours and the different ways that it interacts in your world. Allow that gratitude to sink into your heart. Take another deep breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes again. Bodies are so amazing. Aren't bodies amazing? Okay. Now, when I say that, I could feel some resistance from some people. And I understand that. I understand that 100%. Yes, bodies are amazing, ... But we have issues. We do have issues with our bodies. So let me share with you my story. In the fall of 2006, I came down with a mystery chronic illness. I did not get a diagnosis for 8 years. And so I started to feel extreme exhaustion, and I began experiencing neurological problems. I had immune problems and cardiovascular problems, all the problems. It was like a full body rebellion. Nothing was working right. And I have to admit, I was very angry at my body. I felt utterly betrayed by my body. I had a husband and young children, 6 young children who depended on me. My youngest was only 3 years old when I first got sick. Is that correct? 2002? He was 4. He was 4 years old when I got sick, and he needed me. And I could not be the kind of mother that I wanted to be because of that. My illness stripped me of so much functionality. I was no longer able to go out. I was basically homebound. I was housebound. I was not able to leave my home except for doctor's visits. And I went out about 3 times to get my hair cut, 3 times a year to get my hair cut. That was it. I couldn't go to family dinners. I was not able to attend my children's activities. I was not able to go out on date nights. I would make an exception and go out to dinner for a special occasion like our anniversary or my birthday, and then I would pay for it. I'd be in bed for a week recuperating from that if I pushed myself a little bit for those special occasions. And it was really hard. It was really hard. I was very angry and I felt betrayed, and I felt like my body was this unruly, rebellious teenager, because no matter what I tried, it refused to obey. It rejected all of the treatments. It did not respond to treatments the way other people's bodies responded to treatments. And it was a really, really difficult time for me. It was a time of a lot of suffering, okay? And so I continued this pattern with my body, like I said, for 8 years. And then I heard about a book called Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. And that really resonated with me because I knew that I had experienced a lot of trauma growing up. I knew that I had never addressed that I had a lot of healing, emotional healing that needed to be done. And so I decided to switch my focus from trying to force my body into physical healing. I switched my focus to emotional healing. And that's when I found energy work. And I dived into that head first and with all of my heart, and I started to do the work. I started to heal. I allowed my soul to guide me through healing. And I was able to do so gently but powerfully. It was a very gentle but powerful process. And what I discovered was that as I healed emotionally, I created space to be able to heal physically as well. And I learned a lot about my body during that time, during all of that healing. I learned that there was a method to the madness of my body, that there were really good reasons why my body was doing what it was doing. So let's go back to talking about how the body is the soul's biggest ally. Remember when I said that? So this is how it works. Our soul is always trying to communicate with us. It starts with intuition. It tries to speak to us through our intuition. But think about it. How connected are we really to our intuition? We have so much mental input. We are in this information age where we are constantly connected to our technology, and we just fill our minds with so much information. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. However, it often crowds out our intuition. We're very science-based, we're very knowledge-based, and we often give away our power to logic, and we stop trusting our intuition. So our soul is like, okay, I tried to go through the mind with intuition and I got blocked. So let me see, let's go and try and speak through the heart, through emotion. And so the soul tries to speak to us and these emotions come up, right? And what do we do with those emotions? Well, if they're uncomfortable, then we push them back down, we squelch them, we distract ourselves, and we feed ourselves, and we do whatever we can to numb those emotions so that we don't have to deal with them. And all of us are really good at doing that. We all have our favorite distractions, and whether that's food or video games or television, whatever it is, it could even be like something typically healthy, like over-exercising ourselves. Whatever we can do to keep those emotions from erupting, we do that. We do that thing. Okay, so our soul is thwarted again. And the soul says, okay, well, that didn't work. I tried the mind, that didn't work. I tried the heart, that didn't work. Finally, the soul is going to get your attention through the body, because you cannot get away from pain. You cannot get away from physical symptoms. It is going to be there, and it needs to be addressed. So what I discovered, the beautiful gift that my body gave me during my illness, beautiful thing that my body was doing during my illness, two things. Number one, first, it alerts us that we are ready to heal. Okay? When we have a physical symptom come up, our body is telling us, you are ready to heal this thing. And I'm not talking about physical healing, I'm talking about emotional or energy healing. When we have a physical symptom, it's telling us we are ready to heal something energetically or emotionally, okay? And then second, and here is the really beautiful thing, our body protects us until we are ready to heal. Our body protects us until we are ready to heal. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but for me, when I became ill, I was in a place where I did not know how to set boundaries. I did not know how to set boundaries safely. It was not safe for me to set boundaries. It was not safe for me to say no to people. It was not safe for me to make people upset with me. And so do you know what my body did? My body said, I will take care of that. I will set boundaries for you. And so because I didn't know how to say no to other people, my body said no for me. Okay? I did not know how to choose what I wanted and what I didn't want. And so my body said no to everything. And that took a lot of pressure off of me because I never had to say no. My body already said no for me. Okay. And then it was only as I healed some of my old wounds and I put into place these skills of setting boundaries that I was safe enough to be able to say no on my own. And that's when my body allowed me to heal, because I was now choosing how to live my life. But until I was ready, my body was like, nope, we're not doing that. And so I am eternally and forever grateful to my body for doing that for me, for showing up in such a beautiful way and protecting me. I'm extremely grateful for that. Okay. So we have been talking about different ways to look at our body and the things that our body does for us. And so I'm hoping that you're starting to thaw a little bit towards your body, and that you would like to now maybe have a moment of reconciliation. Okay, and so I've got another exercise for you. This is a visualization that is going to engage your heart and your emotions. Okay. All right. So if you are ready to be reconciled with your body, then you can do this with me. If you're not ready for that, if you still have some emotions that you need to work through, that's okay. You could set that on a shelf and come back to this when you are ready, okay? So this is going to be a communication with your body, and I'll invite you, let's take a few deep breaths and release. And breathe in. And release. Okay. Close your eyes and imagine a representation of your body. And this representation of your body is going to be you when you are a child. Okay, so your body is you as a little child. You as a little child will represent your body. And so I think this can be any age from 1 to 7, whatever resonates, whatever pops into your mind. Imagine yourself at that age. Okay, and then you're going to go back in time to the first place where you and your body had your first disagreement. The first time that your body disappointed you, the first time that you feel that your body betrayed you. Okay, go to that place. And you as the adult, I want you to sit there with your body, and I invite you to take her and put her on your knee. Okay? And then I want you to really see her. See her confused look. She never meant to hurt you. She never meant to upset you. She only did what she thought was best. Okay? So look at her. Children never mean to do anything wrong, right? Look at her innocence and look at the love that she has for you. Okay? And then I want you to look in her eyes and with sincerity of heart, tell her you're sorry. Say, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand what you were doing. I know you were doing your best. I know you were doing your best for me. I understand that now. And I'm so, so sorry that I was mean to you and that I didn't listen to you. But I promise you things are going to be different. I promise you that I will listen now. Allow yourself to sit with any of the emotions that come up during this time. You get to feel whatever you feel. It's okay. It's okay. And imagine your sweet little body crying in gratitude. And then give her a nice big hug. Breathe in and out. Okay, place your hands on your heart and breathe in and out. And feel that reconnection. Feel her forgiveness flooding to you. Little children forgive so quickly and so easily. Breathe that in. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, good job. Very good. Okay, now we're ready to reconnect with the body. We built some bridges to your body. We've apologized. And so now your body is ready to talk to you. Your body is ready to communicate to you. And so this is an exercise. You can do it now, or you can come back to this later. And it's a really simple exercise. I love doing this. I just love doing this. You can connect with your body and see what your body needs every single day. And your body will tell you what it needs every single day. And as you do that, it's information from your soul. It's leading you through healing. You can do this with your body. Okay, it's very simple. Get a pen and paper, or you can write on your computer if you are more comfortable with that. Have in your mind a visualization of what your body looks like, some representation of your body. So in the last exercise, we thought of our bodies as little children, as a little child. You can do that. Another way to think of it is like you in your healthiest form, your healthiest you. If imagining yourself as a person isn't working for you, then you can use some other symbol like an animal. So you might think of your body like a tiger or something like that. Anyway, have a visual representation of what your body looks like. And then you can start your conversation, and you're going to ask your body, what does it need? And you're going to ask your body, how many things does it need? You can muscle test or intuitively know or even guess. Okay, so let's say that you're connecting with your body. You say, what do I need? How many things do I need? And you muscle test that there are 4 things. You're going to write down on your paper 1, 2, 3, 4. And then okay, I just actually turned to my paper and wrote that down. Okay, that's what I did. Yes, you're going to write down the 4 things. And then you're going to start with the very first thing and ask your body, is this a physical need, or is this a safety need? Because your body needs 2 things. It needs physical needs and safety needs. It needs to feel safe, and then also it needs things to help it moving physically. Okay, and so you're going to write down a P or an S, depending on whether or not that's a physical or a safety need. And then you're going to ask, what is it? Okay, so if it's a physical need, something's going to pop into your head and you're going to know that you need it. It might be you need some more vegetables. You need to eat more vegetables today. It might be you need to work on stress release. It could be you need to drink more water, or to start yoga, or go take a walk. It's going to be answering a physical need, and you're going to write that down. Okay, and then you'll move on to number 2, and you'll ask, is this a physical or a safety need? And if it's a safety need, you're going to write an S down, and then you're going to ask, okay, what is it? And so you're going to listen to what your body needs in order to feel safe. This could be, it might pop into your mind that you need to set a boundary with a friend of yours who maybe takes advantage of your time and doesn't reciprocate very well. It could be, I had a friend who was living in an apartment, and in order for her body to feel safe, she needed to put one of those rods or dowels, those wooden dowels, in her window to help secure it so that nobody could sneak into her house. Her body needed to feel safe in that apartment, and so that was what showed up for her. So that was a safety thing. It might be spending less time with somebody who's not good for you. There are a lot of different things that it could be. So you're going to write down, yes. And here's the thing, your intuition is going to tell you what it is. You can trust what comes to your mind, okay? You can trust what comes to your mind. It'll resonate with you. You'll know that you need that thing. So you'll write it down. And then once you finish up your list, you are going to promise your body that you are going to do those things on your list. Now, bodies are wonderful. They live in the now. They live in the now. So it's not like if you get like exercise every day, you don't need to do that for years and years and years. If you do it just for a couple of weeks, that is going to satisfy that need in your body. So you can trust that. Now, what I've noticed for myself, like I said, I like to do this in the morning. And I've had days where my body said it needed 17 things. It needed 17 freaking things. And that was a lot. And then other days, it's only 1 or 2 things. Okay. You can allow your body to have whatever it needs. And then just promise your body, I will do that. It's usually very simple, very easy things. Go ahead and do that. It might be self-care. Oh my gosh, what if your body told you to take a nice, warm, hot bath? Those are my favorites. Those are my favorites. Do that for your body. Allow yourself to do that for your body. I invite you to do this daily or weekly, or whenever you feel disconnected from your body, whenever you're running into a problem, go ahead and connect with your body and do this exercise regularly. You will be amazed. You will be amazed because your soul will speak to you through your body, and it will lead you through healing, and you will be able to experience life in such a rich and wonderful way. It'll be wonderful and beautiful, and you will absolutely love it. So there you go. This is soul-led healing. Now, as I talk to you, your soul whispered intuition to your mind. It told you things during our time together that I didn't actually say. They were insights and ahas that you got that your soul taught to you during this healing time. And then doing the exercises that moved some of the emotions, and it was able to heal them. And now you're communicating with your body. Can you see how all of this works together? It is such a beautiful process, and I love it so much. This experience of soul healing with me today, I invite you to come with me on this amazing healing journey, okay? Connect with me. You can go to bookshelley.com, www.bookshelley.com, and set up a time for us to talk to see if this is something that would be right for you. And it really is amazing. I have been so blessed to see many, many lives change as I've helped them through this process. And one of the things that I love the best about doing sessions with my clients is I am a seer, and the way that shows up for me is that I am able to see my clients the way their gup is God, universe, or higher power. I can see them through their gup's eyes. So most of the time when we look and we see ourselves through the lens of our wounding and our false beliefs and the things that are faults. We see our faults and our flaws. But when I look at you, I see the real you. I see your truth shining through. I see your beauty. I see your magnificence. I get to witness that. I see it from the beginning. I see it continue to blossom and emerge through each and every session. It's amazing and it is beautiful. I would love to be able to experience that with you as well. So if you would like to go on this journey with me, it is super fun, super exciting. I promise it's gentle but powerful. And I would love to do that with you. So thank you so very, very much for joining me in the class today. I hope to hear from you soon.